Hey everyone, Sirloin of Beef here, and welcome back to our 100% Farm Sim Completionist Challenge Madness, whatever we want to call it here. So, pretty much picking up right where we left off here, we're going to go ahead and get the straw taken off the field here. And unfortunately, this is something that we will have to do manually and not be able to assign to a worker because again, as stated before, just to kind of refresh everyone, depending on how long after the first video um, this goes up, we are only using Giants mods. So there's no follow me, there's no course play, there's not even additional field info or anything like that. It's just solely what's provided by Giants. So none of the, again, things that would make it easier on us. Oops, that didn't go down. Uh, to get this done faster, even though we don't want to take forever on this. We also don't want to cheat it either. And I'm not saying that any of those mods are cheats or anything like that, but definitely not like I don't know. It's kind of a hard way to put it because they're not cheats. I don't think. I mean, cheats are going into console commands and adding $500 million and instantly filling your stuff without paying for it. Like, oh, I'm out of fertilizer. We'll just console command a full thing of fertilizer back into it. Stuff like that. I mean, that I would consider more to be quote unquote cheating. Um, but in my opinion, some of those mods, in a way, because it does make some of the things so much easier to do and complete. Um, Personally, in my own mind, in my own opinion, kind of take away from the fun of it a little bit. So that's kind of what we're trying to return to, just how Giants essentially has intended the game to be played. And of course, obviously a lot of those mods are on the in-game mod hub, so I guess it could be argued that Giants is intended for the game to be completed that way as well, because obviously they wouldn't approve and allow the mods to go through and be uploaded to the mod hub if they didn't. So definitely an argument can be made there, and that's why I'm saying it's not cheating or anything like that. And I mean, I don't have anything against using them because in my other playlists I have plenty of mods like that. Um, it's just not the goal, so to say, for this particular playlist. So I guess we can just leave it at that. All right, and then I know somehow looks like the worker somehow dropped some over here. Whoa. Oops. All right, so we got that, and so we can turn that off, and we're just gonna go ahead and straight sell this here. So where it's probably not even gonna be a decent price, but we don't have anywhere to put it. Yeah, again, January is a better price for it, but we don't have anything to do with it right now. um, so animal dealer. That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's all the way. Yeah, that's all the way up here. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll go ahead and take this up there. Actually, one of the things that we can do that is in the base game is we can, let's see. See, this is something that I have never really done before. So we can select, there we go, create a job. So we can go to here. Let's see. There we go. And then that, uh, nope. Hold on. Okay. And then he should drive off. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Well, that's new for me because I honestly actually have never really used that feature for whatever reason. I don't know. But all right, so he is off doing that. Yep, getting right along there. So that's good. All right. And let's see. Now we can jump over to this guy. We got this field here finished up. So continuing on with the canola. Come on. There we go. Okay, so it's going. Hard to tell, but yeah, it is planting. Okay. Get over to this guy and get this field mulched here. Okay, looking good. And then this guy's almost here. So we'll go ahead and let him go. Finish the trip. Go, look at that. 1,500 bucks. Not too bad. It's a little something. Cover our worker costs, at least. Alright, we're at just under 50,000. Let's see if there's anything we can do with that, because we're about to be done here with the season. I know we need to get a fertilizer spreader at least, because I know we can't get the lime down, but we definitely need some form of spreader that we can get. Because without the lime and without the fertilizer, that's just going to be. I mean, those yields are going to be awful. I don't even know if that would be 50% with no fertilizer and no lime. All right, let's get this put away first. We're back at the farm here. He's almost done, so that's good. And can we back this in right there? Or do we have to open the door and go inside? Yep. Just a shade too high. Okay. No worries. Let's put it in here. Yep. There we go. Close that back up. All right, and okay, so let's see here. So for sprayers, we can do the Hardy one. That's going to be, if we get both pieces, that's going to be 39,000. Or but we have the Convertland one. That's going to be even cheaper. That's like what is that? That's going to be 2731 compared to 39. So that would probably be the better option. Or we could just go with this one for 25. Or the Convertland for 26. What's that? 42 meters, 42, 11, 11, 3900, 3200. I think it's just going to be fine just to have this one. We'll just go with this one. Okay, and then we don't have a weight on this tractor, so we will get a weight for it as well, just to kind of off balance it as well, because we need our fertilizer first, though. 3 bags, because it holds 3200, so that'll get it almost full. And then let's throw one of these on there. And then I'm hoping, I don't know if this has it or not, I'm hoping we can get narrow tires on this, because we are going to have to do the fertilizer again on these fields. Which actually, I'll show you a neat trick here. Because we actually should have done this first for the other field, but it's okay. And I'm also, because we are doing a lot of jumping around and having workers complete everything, this is going to be fairly light on the jump cuts and things like that, because there's not really going to be a whole lot of, just kind of nonsensing around. It's just going to be straight full-time action. So all right, let's pick that up. All right, and go ahead and fill this up here. Oops. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing that I was going to check. Do we have the option to put narrows on this? Let's see. Narrows. Yes, we do. And we get a front loader, so we can, this one also can do the front loader. Let's see. I'm a Michelin fan myself, so let's go with the Michelins. All right, perfect. So we got narrows on it, so that way we can do it. We can fertilize it after the crop grows a little bit as well, in case we have to. But if this works as it should, how I believe it to here in a second, we shouldn't have any issue or any need to even do that. Oh wow, and I just noticed the tag that I made for the other trailer, it updated on there, but I never even did anything with the tag. Oh, I wonder if it's just because we were just in the store modifying it. I wonder if that automatically updated. right, so here we go. So the idea here is, so we just mulched it. Go ahead now and fertilize it. We could almost get this whole thing in one. Probably could get it all in one go. Hopefully that fertilizer lasts a long time. Let me check. Turn the range down here so we can just do this a little bit. Try to save as much as we can. Okay, so now that field is fertilized. Now, let's park that there for now. Grab this. And now when we use the subsoiler on this and plow it up and then seed over it, then after we seed, we should be able to hit it with the fertilizer immediately again and be done. And ideally, what we want to do, what we want to have, in the future is a sower or seeder or planter, whatever have you, that can seed and fertilize at the same time, because then how we would run it then is instead of having to go over the seed with or over it twice with the fertilizer, what we would do is fertilize it like we just did there, plow it up, and then when the seeder goes over it, it'll be fertilizing it a second time, and there you go, you're done. All right, let me see. Put that back to maximum. I think we might be able to get this in one go here. Let's see. Yeah, look at that one run. Well, that makes it easy. All right, bump into the fence there. Okay, let's see here. So that's done. All that's left is to fertilize this one over here, and then we won't have to do that until these crops sprout. Let's run through this real quick. Should be one pass. Yep. Look at that. Easy squeezy. All right, so we're done with that for now. So we will park this. Make sure we don't fall in the hole. And then we'll get this ready to start seeding. Okay, and I think our seeder is, or our this is 4 meters. It is. Okay. And our seeder should only be 3. Yep. And that's 7 miles an hour. And this is also 7 miles an hour. So we shouldn't have to worry about catching up here. So we can have them run at the same time. And while that's running, so we can get some more finances in here. Let's see what contracts we have available. Harvesting 62 and 81. Where are those fields? $62 is all the way down here, and 81 is all the way down here. Okay, not gonna bother with going all the way down there for that tiny bit of money, because what is that, like $1,000 and pay $500? No thanks. Okay, so let's take a look at something else here, because we are doing canola. Got to do everything now, so let's look at some bees, maybe. Because the bees, if you place some beehives near fields, certain crops will also have slightly increased yield. And if I'm not mistaken, canola is one of those fields. So we're going to go ahead and just put, let's see, now that's kind of expensive. Let's just put the little ones. We'll get the big ones later. Put a couple of those down there. Put a couple over here. Let's see. All right, there we go. Put some bees down. Hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. And then honey. Let's see, where do we want to place this? Where do we want our honey to spawn? Trying to find a good spot to put this here. Well, here we go. We'll just put it. There was a spot. There it is. And, right there. Perfect. Okay. So we'll just have the honey spawn there, and we'll move the that trailer as soon as we get done with this guy here. We'll actually stop him and finish this up ourselves. So, not trying to use workers to do all the work. I'm just trying to, again, be as efficient as possible, not trying to speed run it per se, but trying to get everything is completed in as most timely manner as possible, as effectively as possible. So it is something that is going to become as a more familiar as the playlist goes on, at least until we start the next map in the playlist. And that's just solely because once the goal is to buy the whole map. So even once we're halfway through and we own, wrong menu, you know half of this, I mean, that's a lot of fields, right? So there's going to be a lot to do there, and we're not going to be able to manage, solely just doing all of the work ourselves. So this is, in a way, going to be more of a farm manager kind of playthrough. Just a spot right there at the end. Okay, so that's done. Oof. Beating up our stuff. Okay. Okay. So this isn't in the way of the pallets spawning. We'll just move this. Let's put it under the nice shade of this tree here. There we go. It's got a cover on it, so we won't have to worry about leaves getting in there or anything. And don't really have a whole lot of parking spots here. Actually, that's another thing that we can do. I know it's maybe not the most efficient use of our money. Actually, does it fit under here? No, definitely not. Okay, probably not the most efficient use of our money, but let's see. Because we sell this, that's going to be nothing. But it frees up some space for us there. Okay. Definitely not going to put down a $300,000 shed. Man, that's nuts. Okay. What do we got here, though? Wow, even like that thing's like $8,000. There's one from the Platinum. I really like that one. That one is really amazing looking. But a little bit out of budget, as it looks like pretty much everything is. This is, see, and man, this is the only downside here. You're looking at placing like a barn or a shed. There's no $500 modded sheds or garages or anything like that. I mean, even this small little garage here, $106,000. So things are a bit more pricey. I think I know what we're gonna do with that area though over there anyways. So that's fine. We'll just actually, yeah, here we go. Just try to find a home for it. Put it right there. All right, and same here. We'll just finish this up ourselves. And then after this is done, should be able to go over it with the fertilizer again and have all of our applications met. Because if we take a look at it now, let's see. So the one field needs to be plowed. So we could take that away. They got the one application of fertilizer. They need lime, which we don't. Still needs to get. We need to get a roller, so that's something else. And they've been mulched. That one didn't have anything in it, so there was nothing to mulch. All right. Actually, I know we just took you off a worker, but let's set you back on. Are we able to get a cheap roller without getting a loan? No, yeah. Wow, look at that. $41,000 for a roller. So, perfect yields. um, they're gonna be a little ways off, because these things are expensive. um, all right, well, that's fine. All right, should only be a couple more passes on this here. It looks like. Right. Yep. Yeah, only to the 2 passes here. All right. So normally, how this would work is this would let's say this implement here did our seeding and our fertilizer. It did both. So we would put that down, and then we would instead of having to go over with the fertilizer spreader like we're going to have to again here in a second, we would just go over with the roller and bam, done. go. All right, and that's done. Turn that off. And I think, whoops, running into the woods. Okay, there we go. Should be able to back this right into there if I can see. Nope. Close that up. And tab over to this. Let's see here. Can we put the fertilizer down now? Yep. So we didn't even need the narrow tires. Well, I guess we did for these two crops that are about to grow here, but it's fine. All right, and that is going to be that. So now in the next episode, we're going to fast forward through some months here to get these crops grown and get those harvested so we can, you know, get this challenge done. All right. Well, I thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to stop by. If you enjoy what you saw today, please feel free to like and subscribe, and all feedback is more than welcome. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. Bye bye.